Marco and Toffee has always been an enigma of Star vs. Forces of Evil. We've seen a few instances of symbolism of Marco wearing Toffee's suit. Is Marco going to turn evil or join Toffee's side? Well, yes and no. Let's talk about it today on Mewni Monday. Quick heads up, we're doing another round of Roundtable merchandise. The Roundtable black and blue tees and hoodies are back, and we have a crystal clear logo tees and hoodies. Both are up till April 4th. Links to them in the description. Now let's get on with the video. Marco and Star have always been represented as equals. They're equal in friendship, superiority, smarts, whereas Marco's more book smart, Star's more street smart, and strength. Star has her magic, Marco has his karate. As Star has gotten better at magic, Marco has gotten better at karate and fighting skills, from going to a green belt to a red belt, and spending 16 years in Hekapu's dimension, dramatically enhancing his abilities, even if we haven't gotten a chance to see the reflection of that yet. However, they're equals in all ends of the spectrum, including their paths. Recently, a lot of fans have been hyping up the possibility of Star turning dark, of Star abandoning Mewni, and falling to a path of seemingly evil, like her mini great-grandmother, Eclipsa, Queen of Darkness. But where does that leave Marco? If Star goes off the deep end, and Marco's her equal, what will Marco do? Well, I believe thanks to Toffee, Marco will succumb to the darkness, but not willingly. Now let's look at Marco and Toffee's interaction so far. They've been extremely limited. The first and so far only time they've really interacted was in the episode Storm the Castle, when Toffee had Ludo's former minions kidnap Marco in order to lure Star into a trap. This plan worked perfectly into Toffee's favor, and of course provided a lot of dynamic interaction between Toffee and Marco, both smart-mouthing each other and getting on each other's nerves. However, one line in particular stuck out to everybody watching the episode. Toffee remarks that Marco is a disappointment, to which Marco responds, "You're boring." Some believe people are just looking way into a line that didn't really have much significance, but let's backtrack a little. Where Marco is trying to break free from Toffee's restraints, Boofly gets a bit cocky and says, "Tell him what you're gonna do to him. Wait till you'll hear this." But Toffee knocks Bluefly off his chair, almost as if Boofly was gonna say something that he shouldn't have. This line of dialogue plays great importance, but we're gonna come back to that later. The next major piece between Toffee and Marco and their connection is after the castle explodes and Toffee seemingly, well, explodes. Marco walks up to Toffee's coat rack that has his jacket and tie, glances into the mirror and says, lawyers. But clearly the imagery supposed to be presented is Marco wearing Toffee's suit. Let's jump to season 2. In the episode Red Belt, Marco has the infamous iconic dream. A dream that many people are trying to dissect. And of course, Marco walks into a locker, it opens, and he sees himself in a suit similar to Toffee's, and what appears to be puberty flowers flood out of the locker, and Marco's concerned that he's looking at his dead body.
I'm wearing a suit!
What's interesting to note is the green tint in this scene. As we know in season 2, not only is the other half of Star's cleaved wand green, but any magic powered by negative emotions releases a green aura. Not to mention Marco himself in the locker has a purple tint, the secondary color for dark magic in this series. The real final piece is a parallel between Marco and Ludo. At the end of the episode Page Turner and at the end of the episode The Hard Way, both Marco and Ludo have similar reactions when they open up Eclipse's spellbook. They both fly into the air surrounded by this purple aura, almost like a portal. But whereas Marco just got temporarily tainted until Glossric and Star reversed it, Ludo got possessed by Toffee because he was holding the wand. Of course, in the season 2 finale Star Crushed, Toffee would again take full control of Ludo and actually regenerate his arm onto Ludo's body. So it's safe to assume that if this happened with Ludo, Toffee could do that to other people, including Marco, who I believe is Toffee's true targeted pawn. That's what Boofly meant when taunting Marco with Toffee's true intentions. Toffee took note of Star and Marco's bond. Clearly Toffee has it out for Mewni and its royal family. And if he can manipulate Marco, he'll manipulate Star. Hell, Star let the destruction of her first wand occur to save Marco, so what would she do if Toffee had full control of Marco, with no guarantee of ever getting him back? That's why Toffee said, "You're a disappointment to Marco." Him struggling to break free of Toffee's restraints tells Toffee that he's not worthy of being Toffee's host. that he needs to get stronger so Toffee can do more destruction in Marco's body. As we've seen, Toffee is ruthless. He'll stop at nothing to get what he wants, and he's a master at planning out things. I don't 100% believe that he planned everything out so Ludo would find the wand and take control of him. Honestly, I believe that was 100% luck. But even if someone else happened to find the wand, Toffee would have manipulated them into the position where Ludo is in now. Hell, what lower class monster or Mewni wouldn't kill to get their hands on a magical wand, no matter the repercussions? Ludo was just convenient because Toffee already manipulated him once, and he just lost his castle and army. But again, I doubt Toffee would have planned out for Star to open up a portal and throw Ludo halfway across Mewni, come across the wand conveniently, and be set on the path that he is now. If Toffee's sole intention was to get Marco the wand in the first place, at the same time, that would require a lot of luck, of Marco finding the wand after the explosion. And if you're wondering, why does Toffee even need to possess people in the first place? Toffee is a wanted man. The new Star and Marco's Guide to book has wanted posters for Toffee, Ludo, Miss Heinous, and Rastakor. If Toffee's just running around controlling someone else's body to do all of his dirty work in, while he's not exactly off scot-free, it's gonna be harder to realize that it's actually Toffee doing the work, pulling the strings. Instead, that person takes the fall for it, and everyone else is none the wiser. That going hand in hand with the fact that he could possess and manipulate those close to Star, well then, he has an in with the royal family. Marco being Star's best friend, should Toffee ever get hands on his body, he'd be 100% capable of causing Mewni to fall, and get Moon and River to fall on their knees. Toffee is definitely one of the smarter villains we've seen on TV in recent years. While we're still not 100% sure of his intentions or plan, we know he's a force to not be reckoned with, and that Star is going to have a really hard time taking him down. But Star is doing a great job going down a dark path even without Toffee's deception. She's doing all the hard work for him. Star and Marco's friendship is definitely at a weird place right now, especially after the fact that Star confessed her feelings for Marco. With their relationship becoming more and more strained, they're both going to be desperate to fix it. So all Toffee really has to do is find Marco at the right place and time, put him and Star in the most dire situation, to the point where Marco would have to wield that wand. Perhaps to even stop Star herself. And it'll be in that moment where Toffee will take full advantage and strike. So that's what I believe all the foreshadowing, all the imagery, all the parallels are leading up to. Ludo's just a temporary host right now, the middleman for Toffee's plan. And once Toffee can get his hands on Marco's body, he won't have any more use for Ludo and he'll be thrown aside yet again. But these are just my thoughts, and I'd love to hear yours, so please comment down below. What do you think is the true relationship between Marco and Toffee and all their parallels and foreshadowing? Let's get a discussion going. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, it really helps us out. Follow us on social media, grab a t-shirt or hoodie, support us on Patreon, hashtag Roundtable Office Space. Links to everything in the description down below. Awestruck Vox, signing out. This video has been powered by Patreon. If you want to give us some more support, head to patreon.com/roundtablevids, become a patron, and get some awesome perks. Thanks for watching another video on the Roundtable. If you want to get more involved with our community and watch videos from Let's Talk with Tom, Voxbox, and more, click the video right here. Or if you want to get some more of the animation goodness, watch some Crystal Clear or Mini Monday, click the video right here. And please, don't forget to subscribe.